me see here. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, that's good enough, right? Right. Okay.
Hi y'all, whether you're watching this live or later on, I'm so glad that you decided to take a chance on a new way to heal yourself. Whether you're looking at this and saying, that's crazy, I could never do that, or you're thinking just simply, he's crazy, or maybe you're just looking for a new technique that will help you to feel more mindfulness. Either way, I'm going to just balance some rocks and share a couple tips when I can. So I'm glad you're here. So just a couple quick things. You don't have to be out in nature if you wanted to do this. You could even do this in your backyard with just a few rocks. There are just a couple things to consider. The type of rocks do matter, actually. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I've got. They are intentional. So let's move over here a little. There we go. So there's just a couple things. One is, surprisingly, it is easier to balance heavier rocks. But I know most of us don't have these, huge fragmented boulders around us. So when you're starting, you want something that, first of all, is not flat. Let's talk about what we don't want just for a second. So you see how flat this is? This would be good, like rock skipping stone, but these are not ideal really, because we need something that we can ground into. So something more three-dimensional is ideal. Something like this would be pretty good. However, we move to the second aspect. See how smooth that is? We don't really like smooth because smooth is more slippery. Smooth is more slippery, as my grandpa would say. So you can see here, these are sort of misshapen. So the first thing is we want something that is three-dimensional. Secondly, we want something that's a bit uneven. Like, let's find one here. Here. I don't know if you can see this, but this one is misshapen, which is perfect. And I suppose the third aspect is we need them to have 3 points of contact. This is probably the most important thing. It's so funny how everything reflects everything in life, because we could say that 3 applies to life. Mind, body, and spirit. There are so many reflections of 3, and we also need 3 anchor points. So let's just get started a little bit. It is starting to rain, so we'll see how far we get. Okay. So let's start here. Before I get started, I always tend to start with 2 exercises to balance out my energy. So in fact, why don't we do those right now? And you can do these with me. This is not just for rock balancing. This is good if you have a lot of overwhelm, if you're learning something and you keep rereading the same thing. It helps to connect both hemispheres of our brain. It definitely is raining. Okay, let's do a quick one. This is called the Wayne Cook posture. You can do this standing or seated. So, simply, you can cross your ankles and put your arms out in front of you. Hi there, nice to have you here. This is a quick exercise that I always do to balance my energy before getting started. So put your arms out in front of you and cross your wrists, palms towards each other, and interlace your fingers. Now take a deep breath in, coming up, stretch your spine, hold your breath, look up, and breathe out. And just take a couple breaths here. This is engaging both hemispheres of our brain. Whew, it is really starting to rain now. Shoot. Now slowly extend your arms back out. And whatever hand is on top, you want to switch it. And now interlace your fingers again. This will feel a little strange. Bend your elbows again. Breathe in. This is connecting both hemispheres of your brain, and breathe out. This is helpful if you have trouble learning, or you're feeling overwhelmed, or you're feeling too emotional or too logical and critical. Good. Very good. Well, I don't want my phone to get ruined, so let me see here if I can find a cover, or we might have to end it early. But please comment below what you think so far. Is that a technique you think that helped? And would you ever try something like this? Okay.
Okay. We'll try one more thing since it's raining. Okay. Woo. Hi there. Oh man, it is starting to really rain, but alright, we'll just keep going for a minute. One thing that is interesting, you can almost always find a way for rocks to balance, but the key thing is, will they stay? This right here, I actually did last night or yesterday afternoon, and I didn't expect it to be here today, but I just got here and it's still here, so that's pretty cool. And the rain, we'll see if it knocks it over. But the 3-spot anchor is really important. We can talk more about that maybe another time. All right, so let's see. I know you wanted me to stay, but can't ignore the crazy visions of me and LA. And I heard there's a special place. Let me see your days. I'm having difficulty of leaving Tennessee or Santa Monica. You've been too good to me. Woo! It is really raining. Okay, I think I might have to call it for rain. I'm sorry. Hope this has been helpful. Bye.